Hi, this is Brian Dar with XPM, and today I would like to share with you some major changes coming to Jira Cloud, specifically around epic handling and hierarchy levels. So recently, Atlassian made an announcement about a month ago. If you Google upcoming changes to epic fields and company managed projects, you will find this article, which is an addition to an article here that was from December of last year, enumerating a number of changes that are going to be made to epics in cloud. And so I'd like to go through those changes with you one by one. So number one, the advanced roadmaps hierarchy controls are going to move from advanced roadmaps into general settings. This is going to allow free and standard users to control the epic story and subtask layers. So what that means is if you come to, let's see, hierarchy levels, you can get to this from settings, products, and then advanced roadmaps. You'll recognize this screen here. This whole thing is going to move out of advanced roadmaps into basic Jira Cloud. Now, if you're on a free or standard plan and don't have advanced roadmaps, you'll still only have access to epic story and subtask, but it will allow you to rename these layers, which is going to become a very important piece for the next thing or something that I'm going to talk about a little bit later. It'll also still allow you to add additional custom issue types into this epic layer as well, even if you're not using advanced roadmaps. You would not have access to these higher layers until you're on premium or enterprise and using advanced roadmaps. So that's change number one. Change number two, renaming the epic layer in the hierarchy settings will change the epic panel name in the backlog. So if we come to a board here, to a backlog, we have this epics panel here. And so what this means is that in the future, when all this rolls out, changing this name here, Epic 222, you could change this to feature, which is what many people are hoping for if they're on Scaled Agile Framework, for example. So changing this name here is going to wind up changing the epics panel label in the backlog. In addition to all that, renaming the epic issue type is no longer going to cause a problem. Because before it would have been very confusing. You'd see epics and then you would see features and then an epics panel, and why is that appearing in there? So in the future, the way to change the epic issue type name is going to be going here to settings, issues, issue types, and you'll be able to rename epic without worrying about any other problems in the system. So you will be able to rename this to feature. You could do this now in preparation. There will just be some incongruencies with the other field names, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, until they make these changes. So that's going to be huge too. So basically, coming up, you will be able to change epics to features or anything else that you want to call them. Now, if you're on data center, none of this really matters. Data center handles this what's it called, terminology differently. So if I come here to a data center instance, and if I go to settings, settings, system, and then I'm here, I can find along the left side, I don't remember how far down it is, there's a terminology option here. There it is, terminology under user interface. So if you're in data center, this is how you can change the name sprint to, let's say, iteration and iterations, and you'll be able to change epic to feature and features. So everything else that I'm talking about today, this is all about cloud changes. None of these changes apply to data center. All right, next big change. The epic lozenges on issues and in cards are going to start using the epics issue summary instead of the epic name field. And the epic name field will become optional on those epic level objects. So what that means is if I come into, let's say, this issue here, let me move that down. Let me just open this up in a different window, just to point this out. We've got this epic lozenge here, right? This is traditionally coming from epic name. That's going to change to the epic issue field. Also, in the backlog, those lozenges will also change. And in the backlog, the name of the epics here, this used to be epic name. This is going to change to the epic summary as well. Now, you might want to prepare for that change there's a really simple automation that you can use in automation for Jira. Basically, create a scheduled automation. When you do, that'll allow you to just click Run Now, and you'll be able to set a subset of issues. Basically, make a condition. This project issue type equals Epic, and then below that, the action would be copy Epic name to issue summary. And that would be a really simple way to make that change so you're prepared for your users. Additionally, there is, in some situations, people using, how do I say this? If you're connecting Epic to initiative and initiative to theme using the Epic link field, I don't know why you would be. You should be using parent link. But if you are, that Epic link field is going to go away eventually too, which I'll talk about later. So you'll need to be aware of that. Next, Epic Color in the backlog is going to start using issue color instead in Cloud. So if you can see the theme here, they're basically getting rid of the Epic specific fields going forward, or at least making them no longer required. There is also going to be a new Adparent feature across the entire hierarchy from task to Epic, Epic and above. And that's going to replace parent link and Epic link together. Parent link and Epic link will still work, but basically, you're going to be able to just choose a parent off of any issue going up in the hierarchy. This is likely going to appear on the screen itself of an issue. Let me just find an issue and give an example of where it might appear. I don't think that this is super clear yet. So it's possible that it'll be over here as a field. It'll be a parent field, and there'll be a button that says choose parent, but they're also definitely going to add it up here in the breadcrumb trail where you'll be able to choose a parent up here, which will be very convenient. Next, the Epic's issue status category is going to be the new determiner as to whether or not something appears in the backlog Epic panel. You may be used to the Epic status field before, and if you're a savvy administrator, you would know that for any Epic workflow, you need to set an additional post function between to do in progress and done status categories to update Epic status. You still have to do that in Data Center, but you will no longer have to do that in Cloud. The Epic's the status category of the status that the Epic is in is now going to be the determining factor as to whether or not an Epic appears here in the Epic's panel. So if the Epic is in a done status category, it will fall off of this panel. Also, the Epic's panel is going to respect the status of an Epic's child issues. All of the Epic's children will also need to be done for the Epic to be removed from that Epic's panel. I'm not entirely sure yet if done in that sense also means a status category or if it means resolution. Either way, if you're setting your workflows up right, that won't matter. There is, all right, so number 8. There's going to be a new JQL function called parent, which is going to extend to incorporate the functionality of Epic link, parent link, and parent Epic function. Portfolio children of will also continue to work for looking down the hierarchy, but basically we're getting rid of all of these multiple linking types going up the hierarchy. There's going to be a single just parent function going all the way up, which is going to be great. Next, just as a reminder, all of these changes do not mean what you might be hoping for. Additional custom issues at the Epic layer will still not appear in the backlog Epic panel or lozenges. In other words, if you come to the hierarchy, I don't know if there it is. If you add multiple issue types, into this layer here, it's still only the original Epic type renamed to feature or whatever else, but still that issue type that is going to power the lozenges on the cards and the boards, as well as appearing in the Epics panel in the backlog, just to be aware of that. All of this is expected to come out around Q3 of this year, 2022, but we're not entirely sure yet. But if you want to stay on top of it, number one, you can follow XBM on YouTube, or you can subscribe to our email list. We like to put out product updates along with Atlassian. In addition to that, something that I recommend is if you come here to the Atlassian Cloud blog, confluence.atlassian.com/cloud/blog. If you log in, I should have logged in before. but it's good to show this off. If you're logged in, you'll get a little watch button up here. And if you click watch, you will get an email every Sunday night around, I don't know, 1 a.m. Central Time, I guess Monday morning, 1 a.m. Central Time or so, that is a list of all of the upcoming updates to Atlassian Cloud. So basically, it is an email digest of each new blog post, and it says what's rolling out, what is new this week. This is a great thing to subscribe to. All of the updates that I listed here today, those are going to be announced going forward in those emails. As always, if you have any questions, please contact us at XPM. We are more than happy to answer them. You can email us at team@xpm.com, or you can email me specifically, brian.dar@xpm.com. We will be happy to answer any of your questions. Thank you very much for watching and listening, and I hope you have a good day, and good luck with your Jira endeavors.